Hey everyone, I hope you are doing great. Today I'm going to walk you through a cool project that I worked on recently. So, this is the part of the take home assessment where I explore real world data regarding HTTP requests to extract some meaningful insights as well. Where this is mainly analyzing the web server log from the University of Calgary. Let's jump into it. I'll be explaining this into two parts. One is overview of the project and the problem statement that I have, and then I'll be explaining about the libraries that I have used and why I need to use those. And also, I'll just walk you through some really amazing questions that I have done. So for part one of the overview of the project, what exactly is the web server web server project is about? I was given access to a data called Calgary HTTP dataset. So it just basically a record of 1 year worth of the web server request. So mailed from the Calgary University. So from computer science department website. So the data is stored in a compressed log files, and my job is to write the Python code, okay, to load the data and to clean the data. And after that, have answered a few relevant questions, okay, which is in there. So how many counting errors were there, how many popular URLs, bandwidth and all. So the next one is, okay, what are the libraries that I have used? So here, first of all, I have used zzip file. So actually we got the data in a compressed file. So I have used zzip file to to open and read the compressed file without manually decomposing it file. Then we have used RE. It is a regular expression. So basically my data logs were unstructured, right? So for extracting the data, I used meaningful insights for the IP address, timestamps, and everything is there, right? So these all are unstructured. So I use it to extract these. So in regular expression, we'll call it as in a shortened way regex. So I use it that to parse the data like each line from the code, and then I can view all the fields IP address, timestamps, and all, right. So and then basically the libraries I have used that is for data manipulation analysis majorly. So that is pandas and daytime libraries. So these libraries together help me to process the data and analyze the raw format of logs. Actually data the data is smoothly and easily can pair we can modify everything easily, so by using pandas everything. So go with the code, okay, what I have written. So yeah, so the data is low, first of all I have it is regarding the loading and cleaning, okay, data loading and cleaning. So I loaded the data and cleaned the data. So first of all, I loaded the data here. So I wrote the function to compress the zip file, okay. I use it to a zip format that library module. So based on this, I read all the lines of the local memory there. So these were the loading functions that I wrote, So after loading the function, I mentioned earlier, so that it was not a good format. So I wanted to parse the, okay, next function is the parsing of each log of the file. So I hear each log file, okay, each line of the log file that has specific format, but it's just a big string, right? So it's not like columns or rows something. So it's not about any data frame. So I create a regular expression to capture these important files like host name, that is IP address, timestamps, methods to get, post, put, or any something. And then file names, what are, okay, some response codes, codes also, some bytes, okay, to transfer. Next after these, okay, in the pairs code also I have extracted the timestamp strings, converted into Python data time objects using data time uh, and after that I have used a datetime strips or strips also. So this was really crucial for the data. So the data is basically analysis related part of the code. And the next thing is I handle the missing data as well. Some entries might have been missing in the invalid, right? So I look underscores, dashes for the for byte transfer. So I have used all sort of analysis for transformation on top of it. So this was the data loading part that I have done. So I'll just give you quickly jump into the questions that I have asked. So those are really helpful me for me for analysis the data I got. After cleaning the data, I moved up these questions from the data set, right? So first question is count actually it's regarding the data. First of all, I got counting the total logs here. So I took the data here, and after that I got there is an example for that. Okay, the actual count of the data sets, how many is there? So we defined here. Okay, regarding that, and after that we have used the okay try except methods also for that. So if we got any errors, okay, for the except method, okay, it will run something in there. So it will return this except methods. And I have printed the data. The answer is okay 7,26,739. So logs are there. The count of total log records are there. And after that, the second question, the count of unique hosts. So actually in here, okay, the unique host, actually, okay, the ggif files, it is all are in there, right? The successful one, okay. So whatever is there in here, the data sets is from okay, what is processing in here from that I wanted to for each data, what is the count of the unique files that I have, where the particular server. Here, also have easily you can see I really faced few issues while working. So if you can see, I have used so many print statements so as well for debugging this. So and after that, so for printing as well as okay, I have worked on done something okay. It just call to clean the data df data frame. After that, I have showed the okay the actual starting state of the data loading and the data cleaning also. The data after we got the answer is 2 here. The unique host counts are. And after that, we'll go into the third question, that is data wise unique file names. So actually, these unique files are regarding the count files, okay? The unique files, okay, access the servers. So it just actually you can see here we have so much of print statements, okay, for checking this. So we got so much of errors here, okay, while searching the data. So that's why we have used these much. So sure. So I have made these data timestamp format. Then what I have done is okay. So here, if you can see, I grouped all the data by date and counting the unique values here. The values okay, I'll get by the unique values. You can see here we have from August 1st, 1995 to so we have from 31st May 1995 571. Okay, we have till from there. So this was the third question. And moving to the fourth question here. So the question was majorly count what are the responses, so code response. So that is 404. All of those, all of things. So here is just a simple code. I just wrote. I just filtered the HTTP code columns to have which had 404 as the as the values, and after that I just returned all the values, the count variables that I have stored the data, and we got the 404 count. And if you can see, we have 23,531 are there which had 404 request codes. And moving on the next one here, we had we had to get up to 15 file names, okay, with 404 responses here. This is the same as the above one. First I have filtered, so for the 404 in the HTTP code column, and that I have done here, I have also used the file names to count as well. Here if you can see the top 15 also. So and then I have just written the 15 items as well in the list areas. So this is what the output output look like. And after that, moving on the next next one here, it is the same of the above like above code. It just here we have got the like file extension instead of the file names. So this is also like a similar way as the above codes also. It just like its extension rather than the file name. And here you can see it's a list formats like what is the file extensions and how many counts were there in the file extensions and there and there in the data. So like that's what I got here as the output. And moving on the top next is the like total bandwidth. So I transferred like a per day for this. I particularly July 5th, July 1995 month. So for this one as well as okay, I have done this one. Okay, made sure for the timestamp columns in this one, date, like a date and format. Then I have dropped a few few things that are normally needed, that is nulls and more. And so I have filtered the timestamps for the specifically 7 months because the data I have asked for the July 1995, right? So the month and the year of year also based on the okay timestamp column. So I have filtered those July 1995. Then I have showed the timestamp of these data columns, and I grouped the data bytes columns and that I have. So well, the data types, okay, what are the bytes that, and I have got the okay for this particular July 1995 month. What is the how many count of the bandwidth transferred per day for the respective months day wise. And next moving to the eighth question. So that is how early request distribution. So here we just wanted to see the traffic peaks here to counting the number of requests made during each year. So yeah, so here, okay, what I have done in the same process, I made sure timestamps of the date and format. I dropped the necessary columns here, and then I converted extracted the hours from this timestamp, and then I just counted the values from this time hours, and also sorted the index as well. And then okay, I got the like a dictionary kind of format, okay, with all of these like so 0 1 2 3 and then something. Also the count of the number of numbers and the request made for each hour. So here if you can see this is the dictionary, okay, where I have the hours as well as the count. So moving to the next question, it's top 10 okay request file names. So here that we have done in here. And if you see in the ninth question, the the top 10 most request file names are here, right? Already told you. So like if you can see, we got the request, okay, the index zig files or zig. So we have different kinds of request, okay. What we have got commonly requested URLs, okay, for the status code, okay. We have extracted the information in here, okay, for each and everyone everyone, okay, the file names and the counts and everything. And after that, moving to the 10th question, okay, it is HTTP response code distribution. That is we had like multiple responses codes that got generation like 200, 404, 400 and all of those, right? So we just wanted to know, okay, what is the distribution of those codes in the data. So for that, we just used the value counts and converted the HTTP count columns, like code columns, value counts to dictionary format, and then written the code. So you can see here, okay, each response of the code, okay, what is the count of it? We got the ideal of this, yeah, okay. This is the analysis that help this analysis through all these questions. So this helped me to demonstrate the ability to clean and clean the data and apply filters and grouping the data and aggregate result to do all the lot of transformations using these major pandas libraries, which is like a very the most powerful a library that we have out here. Yeah, so I did face so many challenges, and also I learned a lot of things. So the way I wrote the scores and all, so especially okay, with the parsing timestamps correctly, okay, because the logs contain unnecessary entries. So handling those with quite careful of these regex on on the date time. So those different libraries that I have mentioned, okay, at the start with error handling as well. So make sure, okay, the bytes field was probably converted into integers. Dealing with the missing or invalid data entries was the keys and major important things, okay, to the accurate results. So yeah, overall the project helped me to participate okay, real world data using pandas and using the major libraries out there here. The pandas is as well. Yeah. So that's the full walkthrough of the web server logs analysis problem statement that is okay. Got the okay take home assessment. Yes. Thank you for thank you all.